job. Go.
You had to see it to believe it. One of the craziest finishes and one of the greatest comebacks in Mishawaka sports history. The Mishawaka Wrestling team went into the Palace at Penn High School with high hopes. The Cavemen are as deep as they've been since head coach Steve Sandefer took over the program 3 years ago. The Kingsmen came out on fire with wins in the first 3 matches. Penn led Mishawaka 14-0. MHS got on the board when Junior Brodie Fogarty got a pin at 120. Senior Brendan Mark followed it up at 126 with an 8-0 decision. The momentum at 14-10 stalled, and the Maroons would only muster 3 more points with the next 5 wrestlers. Sophomore Keagan Mabie came through with the decision to get the score to 26-13. But soon it was 35-13 Kingsmen, and the Cavemen were down to their final 4 wrestlers. Everybody in the building knew Mishawaka had to get 4 pins or they would get on the bus disappointed. At 170, junior Cody Timmerman got his 6 points after a disqualification. Timmerman was dominating his opponent and gladly raised his hand in victory. Then came the senior studs. Joe Walker at 182 and Jacob LaPlace at 195. The 2 college-bound wrestlers showed why the entire state is watching them this year. Walker got a pin in his first match of the year, and Mishawaka was back in it, down 35-25. Then LaPlace. He brought Mishawaka fans to their feet as he got the team's 3rd straight fall to add 6 more to the scoreboard. It was 35-31. So it came down to the final 2 competitors. Junior Garrett Sandefer knew he had to get a pin. We were in the 3rd period when the Kingsmen fans were hoping their team had found the dagger. But Sandefer snuck his head out of the hold. Fans from both sides waited 10 seconds to see who would be declared the winner. 37-35, the Cavemen beat Penn. No doubt an unbelievable finish and one Mishawaka fans will be talking about for years to come.
Down 4, you knew what you needed to do. You got a lead, kind of got iffy in there. What were you thinking there as it got close to the end?
I was thinking I got to do whatever the heck I can do to just keep myself alive. And I was thinking about my dad keeping me going. And my elbow injury, this is just something that pushed me, and I got to keep getting better.
And then you got the final pin. It was kind of crazy there at this end. Penn thought they had won. Mishawaka thought they had won. What was your emotion there afterwards?
Honestly, I tried to keep my cool through it all, but right there I was just praying that this is going our way and we can break that losing streak against Penn.
I was really confident. They're my teammates, and I have a lot of trust in those guys, and I knew they can get the job done.
I just knew that in my match I needed to do what I could for my team, and that's what we were talking about back there. We just need to have some pride and do what we can to help our team out.
It feels really good. We've been putting in a lot of work in the wrestling room and just making sure that we have this big moment and all the celebration.
You saw Garrett's hand go up. What did that do for you guys?
Well, I definitely saw when he called the pin, everybody from Penn thought it was for Garrett. But I saw Peyton, the kid that got called for a defensive fall, his back was flat when the ref called the pin. So I was like, no, that's us, we won. We won, so I looked there, and Garrett got his hand raised. I was like, we did it. Let's go.
Our lower weights, yeah, they're young, but, our team is developing together. And, this year's our year. We've always been saying that. And, now it's like actually, coming to life.
When they called that pin, what were you? We were over here, and Penn thought they won. What were you thinking when they called that pin there on the last?
I was surprisingly pretty calm because from my point of view, I could see that kid's back was flat, and it looked like Garrett's. I couldn't really see Garrett's shoulders, but everybody kind of freaked out, and I was like, wait. I made eye contact with the supporting official, and he's like, yep. And then I was like, yes. So I made sure the team got back, so we're not giving up a team point, and that was all she wrote.
We're gonna wrestle them 4 or 5 more times going through the year, so this just gives us a bunch of confidence knowing we can get those sectional, regional, semi-state titles.